Ants plays way above her ELO, by the way. Ethiopians and Italians. So Ryan actually got lucky / unlucky. He's in the middle pond here. Ants is going for another boar. They're at 12 minutes. 12 minutes, you know, so they're on their way to feudal age. Let's see if we have a lot of fishing. We have a lot of fishing. Let's see what the fog of war looks like. So Ants does not know where Ryan is at all. Maybe they lost a boar or something over here at the dock. And Ryan doesn't know where Ants is either. They also lost a boar at their TC, or like a sheep or something. So anything is possible. And we should be pretty close to real time here. They're at the 30-minute mark, so we're a little bit behind. But we're gonna keep speeding up until there's like a fight. I do want to get to this. I do want to watch this. This should be a good game. Ants going up for Castle Age. No fighting yet. No units on the field for either of them. A couple of skirmishers being made for Ryan. Ryan's going up to Castle Age. And we have archers for Ants. So maybe he saw? I don't know what they've seen so far. Still doesn't know. Still doesn't know where her base is. Ants doesn't know where Ryan is. Man, usually by this time you know. You have like an idea of where the other person is. But right now they still don't. Like they still have no clue. Second TC immediately for Ants. Ryan's almost up. Ryan is fishing in this center area. Peaceful fishing for both of them. Neither one is really trying to fight yet. Ryan is going ahead and making a second TC. We have crossbow and town watch coming in for Ants, and also fishing lines. Hasn't actually fought on water, but is just getting so much value out of those fish. Ryan's getting a little less value. These are mostly shore fish, only shore fish right now, left over in this pond. And the archers are here. I'll keep it on 2x just for like a moment here. We'll go regular speed. And Ryan was trying to put a siege workshop up. Ryan going for some skirmishers, but needs to mass them. Does not have enough. Ethiopian crossbow, shoot faster. Probably the best crossbow in the game. Needs to get ballistics, though. So last game, 2 games ago, I think, right? Did Ants win 2 rounds? Is that right? Yeah, they beat Zupu in the second round, I think, right? Or like the first round, but they had a play-in game. And their issue is they had a play-in game, yeah, against Jay Birdie, right? No, I gotta look at this up. I'm just not remembering anything. Bot can come in. Ants just, like, notoriously did not get ballistics, did not make enough houses. And I told her after the game, I said, get ballistics and make houses. So let's see if she's gonna listen. I don't think so. It looks like not. It looks like my advice. People give me advice, and I ignore it, so... Siege Workshop going up for Ants. This is going to get found, though, by Ryan. Ryan might be able to deny this if they're paying attention. And these fishing ships are getting very inefficient. You do want to go ahead and make fish traps if you can. And Ants is getting a little less efficient too, so she's gonna need to make another dock like up here or up here. But no one really wants to fight on water, it seems. Scorpions coming out. Scorpions could be strong, but there's a mangonel. And Ryan probably doesn't want to show that mangonel until something comes out of those siege workshops. That makes, like, using the mangonel worth it. But he's shooting at the siege workshop. Might get a lucky shot, but if... The problem is the scorpions can come out and they can't really snipe this mangonel, but the archers can, though. Like, this crossbow can definitely snipe. And Ryan doesn't know what's in there yet. It could be mangonel, it could be a scorpion, it could be a ram. Like, he has no clue what's actually in there right now. And the fish traps are coming up. And ants did not want to try to micro down the mangonel. The scorpions are going to just get ejected if, yep, and I think that's just what happened. They got ejected and they went down. Oh, that's a big loss. But look at the villager difference, though, 70 to 46. Ryan going for the classic low-mid ELO play of a forward castle. And why not? There's nothing to punish you. And Ants is a... Oh, she's trying to go in the back over here. Getting cavalry armor. Does have ballistics. Okay, so she listened to me. All right, Ants. I appreciate that. I don't even know where the university is. I'm looking for it, but I'm happy that you have it. Oh no, she doesn't have ballistics. I'm blind. I'm sorry. If she had ballistics, I'd be happy. I'm still unhappy. Did not listen to me. Ants getting a little bit of value over here. The archers have 8 kills, but Castle's gonna go up in the face. It's not on the TC, but it's on some of the gold. There's siege up here. It's on one of the production buildings. It's on some houses, so it's not a terrible one for sure. And Ants is going for some camels. Camels are gonna do pretty well against what Ryan's making, actually. Ryan's making skirms and has a couple of scouts out there. But fighting under the castle with the camels is gonna be bad. And Ryan's making the moves here. But even if you just ignore the fishing difference, there's 60 vills to 20 vills. Ants is up. Ants is on 3 TCs, Ryan's on 2. Ants hasn't been housed that I've seen, actually, which is surprising. Okay, so for now, Ants is making university, and I don't know if this is just to go to Imp, or if... I mean, she's nowhere near Imp. She has not nearly enough food for it. So it might just be to get ballistics, I'm hoping. Although at this point, I don't know what kind of value you're gonna get out of it. And Ryan's just gonna stream these castles in. That's why he's on stone. Classic. And Ants is kind of going to sacrifice some camels, try to get some vill kills. Doesn't get any vill kills. Genoese crossbow are out. Genoese crossbow, you want to stop making any camels at that point. As soon as you see one, like, that's enough. Don't even bother making any more. And another castle. Ryan doesn't know where to place it, though. He's trying to figure it out. Ants is going up to Imp. She's up 62 vills to 37. Plus, she has like 20 fishing ships, and she built the dock over here. So that's actually a really good dock because you get it right in the corner. You get all this fish pretty efficiently. So I mean, she should cook from here. Ryan has more army, has forward castles, so Ants needs to like figure out a way to cook. But she should cook from here. Like this should be a straightforward push. Just needs to make some army. Only has the 10 crossbow still, or yeah, crossbow. Needs to decide on what she's making. As Ethiopians, I mean, stick with the crossbow. No reason not to. There is some siege. Do Ethiopians get bombard cannons? They do. So maybe bombard cannons would be the answer to the siege. Still no ballistics though. Gobs, how do we talk to Ants about getting ballistics at some point in her games? It's like she doesn't know that it exists, and it drives me absolutely crazy. But she's cooking right now, though. Ryan has a couple forward castles. Still really good fishing for Ants. Ryan is not even thinking about fishing. He has the fish traps here, which is nice. And ballistics is coming in for Ants. So ballistics is in. But the crossbow are all dead. So Ants might be thinking, yeah, she's making more crossbow. I mean, it makes sense. You're Ethiopians, you're in imp first. Oh, Arbiter knows. Arbiter is aware of that. Listen, people give me advice after every game, and I still make a lot of the same mistakes, so. Yeah. You just, you know, you just gotta get a little earlier. You know, she got it this time. Other games she hasn't gotten it at all, so. Putting down some archery ranges on the right here. I'd like to see some bombard cannons from Ants. Ryan is the Italians, which is an interesting pick for Ryan, because he usually likes to go into Cav, and they get the Cavalier, right? They can make Hussar, but that's where they stop, right? And I think, yeah, they can get upgrades. Do they get Bloodlines, actually? Hold on. Yeah, they do. So, he could, in theory, but I think he wants to stick with, like, the Genoese. Yeah, he's got Genoese and some skirmishers out there. And a stable for Ants. I don't know, if you see Genoese crossbow, I don't know why you'd want to add a stable. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like an interesting move. And the Genoese are in here. Ants has 24 light cav in queue. From how many stables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stables. These actually have nothing in queue, so I'm not sure where the 24 are in queue. Alright. I mean, Ryan doesn't have that many Genoese crossbows. He's down to his last 2, actually. And we have a forward castle from Ants. Ants is going to smother this economy, it looks like. Ants is going to send in as many of these 24 light cav that get made. And it's just gonna wreck Ryan's economy, I think. And villagers, 69 villagers to 49. So 20 villager lead for Ants. And there's castles here, but they're not actually really doing much right now. Some scorpions to defend. I mean, this is definitely Ants' game. Another town center for Ants over here. And the light cav are just coming in and raiding, killing all these villagers. And I wouldn't have thought that the light cav was the move, but Ants, she knew the play. Getting conscription. Ryan's still in Castle Age, so I don't see I don't see any way Ryan gets back in this game. Unless he can just mass up Genoese crossbow and he can maybe defend. He's getting a castle up. But I don't see how he's going to be able to push any more than he's already pushed. And Hussar coming in for Ants. I learned recently Hussar isn't that great of an upgrade. Like, I don't remember what the difference is. It's like one more attack or something than Light Cav. And the castle's up. Ryan's down to 39 villagers. Ants is 74. But if the Genoese get massed, and if Ants is like stubborn with making Hussar, that could be a problem. That's the only way I think Ants could throw this, is if she just stays on cavalry when there's just nothing but Genoese crossbow there. But I think she's smarter than that, though. I don't think she'll do that. And even if she does, the economy is there where you can throw units away. 24 on food. How's the fishing ships? She's really good adding docks. Ants really is a great Nomad player. I've seen her play Nomad a few times and she plays it pretty well. Need some more. Oh, there's a trebuchet inside of this castle. I don't know if Ants forgot about it or it just got made, but Matt needs to move forward, try to get some kills here. And Siege Workshop going up. Wheelbarrow. 45-minute wheelbarrow. Imp coming in for Ryan. This is his whole army here. 7 Genoese. And the castle's going down in the back. He has 2 more castles here he could make Genoese crossbow out of. I think the economy is just too far gone for him. And he's too surrounded, but anything's possible. Great castle on that hill. I like that. And Ants is moving forward with some trebs. Has some scorpions in the back here. Generals get a siege bonus. They do not. They do get a anti-ship bonus. Ants going for these forward castles here. Yeah, I mean this is beyond GG at this point. Ryan's gonna get to Imp and he has gonna be maybe 1 castle. And he's down a 36 villagers to 94. G to the G. Check out some stats real quick. Really, I mean, on that map and in general, the water is the difference. Yeah, Ryan's on auto eco still. Military APM 9 and 7. Okay, let's see if there's another game to find. All right, we're gonna catch up to real time. 6 minutes on Mirkwood. Not gonna miss much. All right, so this is both of their visions. I'll switch it to just one. So this is what blue sees. Doesn't see Ants yet. Ants doesn't see blue. All right, now we're in real time. This is happening right now. I'm gonna keep this vision on until they find each other. Yeah, if I had to pick a winner of this ahead of time, I might say it's pretty close. But after that first game, though, I don't know. It could go either way. Ryan is much better with cav civs and much better fast castling. This is a much better map to do that with, so Let's see if he can do that here. Like he chose Italians in that last one, and I don't think that's a really that good of a pick for Ryan in particular. So Ants is fishing over here, has 3 fishing ships. Ryan is fishing over here, has 4 fishing ships. So kind of similar. Ryan still does not see Ants' TC. Ants does not see Ryan's TC. So I was the Incas here, and I tried to kill the fishing ships with the Champy runners, or the Champy scouts, whatever the first one is. Scouts, I think. And they're too fast. You can't, I could only catch up to them when I killed the dock. And then, like, I fought with them at the dock. But really, like, you get a couple hits and then they run away. They're just too fast, the fishing. Let's see if Ants has found Ryan yet. Still has not found Ryan. Not doing a good job scouting, Ants, actually. She kind of forgot about scouting a little bit. Does have the fishing here. Feudal coming in for Ryan. Ryan's at 21 villas. It looks like he's going to play Feudal Age. Ryan's not adding any more fishing ships right now. Yeah, no, you were, Gobs, you're 100% right. I did lose on this map, so yeah, I mean, nothing I can say. You told me, I gotta listen. I'm stubborn like that, you know, I gotta learn for myself. They do kill the dock, though. Like, killing the dock was pretty easy. They still don't know where each other is. Ants is finally scouting over here a little bit, scouting on this side a little bit. I would like to see maybe Ryan add a few more fishing ships on the way up. Looks like he's adding 1 right now. So he'll be on 6 fishing ships. Ants is on 7 fishing ships right now. Ants is also on the way up, minute and 23 left. Ryan still has not found where Ants' base is. And Ants is very close with this little chicken. But they still don't know where each other is. And a little bit less idle TC for Ryan right now. He's at 39 seconds. Ants is at 1 minute and 7. Ants is playing as Magyars, by the way. Ryan's playing as the Persians. And we have scouts coming out. I like this matchup a lot better for Ryan. Ryan feels much more comfortable with this Civ. He's running down here as if he knows. I think he might have seen that his herdable got taken down here. And now he should know. He should know exactly where she is. Stable going up for Ants. Ryan's going for the armor first on the cavalry. I think that's the wrong move. You always go attack on the scouts. Ants queued up some spears. $28 vills to 24 vills. That Persian faster TC is definitely working in Ryan's favor. Did stop at 6 fishing ships. Nothing wrong with that. We'll see if Ants keeps going with fishing ships or not. He's garrisoning the dock, so the dock can actually shoot arrows at this this scout. It's so weird. The docks are shooting arrows when they're garrisoned with the fishing ships. Like, it makes sense, because they're just another TC, essentially. But well, we'll see. Yeah, Ants is under a lot of pressure here. Ryan, pretty decent little scout rush. Only sent 2 scouts. Only got the armor upgrade. Tell me if I'm wrong, but the armor upgrade should be the second one you get. If you get it at all. Like, I like to just go in with scouts, do a little bit of damage, and then, you know, make the next play. If I'm going to continue into, like, knights, then okay, I get it. I think Ryan would do better making a few more scouts here. He's trying to just avoid these pikes. If he had a few more scouts, you could just kill him. There's only 2, and you could force Ants to make more. But pretty good control for Ryan. Ryan's really paying attention. These villagers they were taking hunt over here. Ryan's on a decent amount of gold. Ryan's almost ready to click up, actually. Ants isn't really close to clicking up. And Ryan's scouts are still alive. And the mill so that these villagers can take the fish, take the hunt. It's a good mill. Ants does have 8 fishing ships versus 6. And Ryan's going up to castle. Yeah, Ryan's cooking right now. This is Ryan's game to lose, in my opinion. Yeah, guys, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're going up against like archers, yeah, you want to have some armor for sure. Ants is going for horse collar. So horse collar works on farms before they're built now. Hang on, can I go back a second? Check this out. This is so cool. So 8 seconds. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. The farms have 1,400 food, and they immediately go up to 1,900 food. How cool is that? And Ants is forward with some scouts here. Now Magyar scouts they get the attack upgrade for free. Well, they don't get the attack upgrade. They get +1 for free, and then they can get more. So the Magyar scouts should be better in this fight, actually, if they are going to be fighting. But Ryan's going to have knights out pretty soon. Ants has just clicked up, so about a minute and a half ahead of time. And we have fletching coming in for Ryan. And double archery range. Okay. We're going to see cav archers? Is that what we're going to see? Or are we going to see archers? I mean, sent every single vill to build those, but got them up before Castle Age is in, so that's pretty good. Let's see what Ryan's making here. Getting double bit axe now, so delayed some of the upgrades here. Double bit axe doesn't have horse collar, doesn't have wheelbarrow, but is up first. So we'll see if that hurts or not. Yeah, cav archer's coming out for Ryan here. Did Persians get a cav archer bonus? Parthian Tactics is available, that's it. Okay. Cav archers are very good units, though. I think they're very good Nomad units. Another stable coming up for Ants. Ants has the Magyars. I guess is gonna go. Just straight knights. I guess that's the plan. Alright, Ryan's massing up the cav archers. Has 4 already. Yeah, moving out with 4. I like that. Town center going up. They're close enough to the town center to defend. Ants is scouting the map, like, pretty extensively, actually. Like, real quick, I just want to see her... I just want to see her vision. This is what Ants sees. Yeah, Ants really scouted this map a lot. And cav archers are in... Now we're getting some of the upgrades for Ryan. Horse collar coming in. Yeah, Ants is in Castle Age. What is she making right now? She's going straight knights. Ryan! Ryan just missed out on like probably 4 or 5 villager kills because he was using A instead of X. I mean, let's see how Ryan's micro. His micro was pretty good when he had the scouts. Let's see how it is with the cav archers. So far, terrible. This is really bad, actually. Luckily, he actually selected all army and has the spears in front, so that could have been worse. If he sees these fish, he can kill every single one of these fish right now. Ants is scouted this entire map. And Ryan on the auto eco building fish traps, that can easily get killed by like 1 scout. The problem is Ants doesn't really have the ability to like focus on this and focus on those scouts over there. These villagers are running off to go somewhere else. Probably did she place a TC? Because she doesn't have the wood for a TC. So I don't know where they're going. Yeah, this is getting snowbally though. All the fish can die. Ants going forward on an attack. I mean, it's probably the right move. And Ryan's cooking here. This is really good for Ryan. Ryan's chasing with some archers. These cav archers look like they're... Yeah, Ryan's definitely like a select all army guy most of the time. But if he leaves these here on stand ground, Ants is going to be in trouble. Okay, so these villagers went over here to build a town center for Ants. And this, honestly, these knights that came forward were just like running distraction mode. 3rd town center for Ryan. Ryan's cooking. Ryan's cooking right now. He's sitting at 59 eco. Yeah, and Ants wants to kill this. Killing the fish traps and killing these fish would be huge. That's a big difference. Whoa, 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 where are you going? She's regrouping with like another set or something. Oh, that's devastating. These knights could have done so much damage. Now Ant sees them. They must have been just regrouping. There's only 3 though. Two TCs for Ants. Ants has 6 fishing ships still, so Ryan didn't do as much damage as could have been. Cav Archer still at the front. Scorpion's on defense for Ants. Villy's getting out of control in Ryan's favor, though. Yeah, Echo KD is 10-2 in favor of Ryan. So he's up 8. He's up 8 vills from actual like killing them, and then the rest is just idle TC and building them. Ants was right here with her knights though. That would have been a very good. All the herdables gathered over here. I mean, there's 2K food on those herdables right there. They just have to get underneath the town center and get eaten. And it looks like Ants is going for another TC. I mean, a lot of these are kind of risky. Like this TC was super risky. Just sent the vills out there with no defense. This TC, same thing. Still actually is short on wood right now. Probably has to buy it or just wait. I mean, if you wait 8 villagers on wood, it's going to take a while. These are not the most efficient. Ryan with 9 cav archers up front. And it's trying to micro. Ryan trying to micro. It's a micro battle over here. I mean, these knights should do decent against that. I think Ants is trying to raid or something. And then the TC finally goes up. These villagers were standing still for a long time. The efficiency on these villagers was 42%. I think that counts a last minute, yeah. So they were standing still for over a minute, and there was like 10 of them. So that's not good. And those go down. Ants, it makes me so mad that Ants had her cav over there. And we're talking about a 20 eco difference. Ryan getting wheelbarrow. Pushing with siege in the front. I don't know where Ant is sending these knights. They keep like running out in this direction. And I don't know what they keep going towards. Like, is she just, I think she's just sending them into raid, but like one at a time, sort of. Like, it's kind of, like, where's it going? Let's see. It's running through the eco. Okay. And so she's just sending it in. This is like a raiding technique. Just put a knight there and hope for the best. And Ryan's going for a forward castle. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely his... This is like the opposite of last game. This is Ryan's game to lose. Like, he's in full control right now. This TC is fully abandoned. All these farms. Fully abandoned farms. 900 food left on them. They're going to all be wasted. And great awareness for Ryan to come over here. Let's see if Ants reacts to this. But again... Okay, so Ryan's actually controlling that because he turned the corner there. But the castle's going to get some of those. Ryan doesn't have a lot of military, actually. He has a lot of eco, but his military is pretty low. Just this mangonel and some spears, and he's got a couple things here. Like, neither one has any military right now. But you don't need military when you have a castle on your opponent's base. And Ryan's going imp. I mean, good timing on imp for sure. If he can go imp, he can make some trebs and just make enough units to protect him. He can pretty much kill everything over here. Still never found this TC. Everyone forgot about this. I would love to see this taken underneath a TC. I mean, at this stage of the game, I know farms are more efficient, but still. You know, 2k free food. Like, maybe, yeah, like Lemchar, you said that Ants doesn't have the food for these upgrades. Well, maybe if she took that 2k free food over here, it would have been good. It's amazing. There's all right, 99 eco to 71 eco, 2 army to 0 army. This is amazing. Yeah, Limchar, I think you're right. I think that's what she does, and it just happens to be not not working. Just to say that it's not working right now. It is still 2 military to 0 military. Like, it's an incredible situation of the military. It still has some fishing going on. Not very efficient, but it's still there. Ryan has these fish traps. Fish traps at this stage of the game are definitely pretty good to have. And we're going to see Trebuchet immediately from Ryan. And Ants is going imp with 0 military. I guess at that stage of the game, you feel like you have to. Cavalier coming in for Ryan. I think we're going to see Savar coming in after that. We're getting the next armor upgrade. There's still another armor upgrade for Ryan available after that. Ryan doesn't have any attack upgrades on his knights. I take that back. He has +1. I'm sorry, he has +1. And then there's still 2 more upgrades, and then there's 2 more upgrades on the armor. And Ryan is in his comfort zone right now. He's got the stable set up. He's going to tech into Savar. He's going to be able to make as many as he wants. He's first to imp. I mean, this is definitely going to be it. And it's just making some knights. Another treb. I'd like to see some more trebbing going on. Some more trebs being made, for sure. Ants has expanded her eco like crazy here. I don't know if she can come back in eco being down that far, but to be honest, the military is just starting to get there for Ryan. Like, he's checking into Savar, he has 9 Cavalier on the field. He's still missing the last upgrades. And Ants is going for an attack. Could snipe every one of these farms. Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Is she paying attention to this, though? Or should she just send them? She just sent them. She just sent them. I mean, a lot going on over here. Not paying attention over here either, though. These villagers not garrisoned. Let's see. Yeah, 120 eco to 66 eco. I like Ant's, like, massive separation of her town centers, though. I mean, if there's a way, there's no way. But if there is a way, it could be that she delays Ryan from finding and killing her until she can get to, like, 120 villagers and then make a bunch of, like, halberdier, maybe? Assuming Magyars get halberdier, which they do. Like, that's the only thing I could see working, but I think that's a little far-fetched. I think once you see Savar come in, I think you just call it GG. I don't think you try anymore. We have 20 Savar on the field, and we have 3 Cavalier on the field for Ants. And they're still missing the last 2 blacksmith upgrades, the Savar. So they're gonna only get stronger. I think Ants knows that it's over now. I think she's gonna call it any second here. Down to 46 vills. Still has some Cavalier trying to get some raids in. I think it's too late for raiding, though. And you can look at the score, 8,000 to 5,000. Ryan's killing those farms. Fishing is still happening over here. Ants forgot about these. This would be a good time to, yeah, call all your army or something. But the nice thing about, like, Savar, like, this late game is you don't even need the trebs. Like, you can just take everything down. And we have the final armor coming in for Ryan. Not that he needs it, but, you know, why not? And the final attack coming in for Ryan. Ants for some... I mean, she's really holding this out here. There she calls it. G to the G. And let's put that in. So 1-1. Ryan and Ants. And that was real time, so give him a minute to get a lobby up. All right, we got game 3 on Mired. Let's see. Ants Mongols, love that. Ryan Teutons. Okay. I'm gonna go regular speed. We can speed it up after the fun happens. This is both of their visions, like, combined. So Ryan went pretty far back, which isn't terrible. Get a little bit of a safer space, but it does delay your villagers a little bit, and he's down 2 villagers compared to Ants just based on that. They have no idle TC time. Let me change one thing. Sorry about that. Let's do that. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, Ant's going for the multiple lore. Let's see if she can pull it off. Not easy. But there's so many boars, you might as well. The trouble with this TC location is, like, the boars don't always go where you want them to. Like, this boar here is really tough to take. There's 2 under the TC and then 1 just outside the TC, so that's pretty nice. Let's see how Ryan's doing over here. Ryan not getting as good of a start. At all. Yeah. Way less food coming in. Ants did idle her TC a little bit because of, like, the sloppiness of it all. If that makes any sense? I want to see how far this game is into it. So it's 8 minutes into it. Let me speed it up. Let's get to real time. Why not? Yeah, I don't like... now that I think about it, I don't like Ryan's TC location at all. It's just too hard to get these boar. And these boar are so valuable in the beginning. This boar's dead. I don't even know how that happened. And Ryan is messing with Ants a little bit here. Ryan's going for 2 boars for 1. All right, let's see if he can do this. Let's go to real time. Hold on. Or regular speed. He doesn't have the confidence to bring him under the TC. Has to kill another one. All right, I mean, luring 2 boars at one time is pretty tricky. Let's go to their individual viewpoints. So Ryan does not see Ants' TC yet. Let's see what Ants sees. Ants does not see Ryan's TC yet. So they kind of know. I mean, they saw where the villagers were going. You know, they sort of know, but not exactly. Ryan still no vision. I think Ants is maybe going to get vision in a second. Let's see if Ryan responds. Let's see if Ryan sees this. And... nope, no garrison. Horse runs right through. So Ants knows where Ryan is. Ryan still doesn't know exactly where Ants is. Res collected is massively in favor of EaterOfAnts. I don't know if you guys see this. 1,500 res collected for EaterOfAnts. 678 for Ryan. So, yeah, that's a big difference. And part of that is the Mongols, obviously, getting the hunt bonus. But then part of it also is Ants had her TC up first. Ants has way less idle TC time. And she was just going for more boars. So, yeah, what are the Teuton bonuses here? Cheap farms, okay. Town centers, garrison, barracks, and stables have more melee. Monks more healing range, murder holes, herbal medicine free. Yeah, I don't love the Teutons here. I don't really see a whole lot of bonuses that I would want to use as the Teutons. Ryan still doesn't know where Ants is. Ants can click up. I'm not sure if she does. She's like missing a building. Lots of times on this map, you don't build your mill very early. She did build a barracks. All the villagers are on the wrong side of the barracks. And then some more houses coming up. I mean, pretty good base layout for Ants here. This game, sometimes it'll go to like imp, like late imp, but I feel like lots of times it gets decided in Castle Age. So like I don't know if like the Teutons have, you know, the cheap farms is like the main thing that's good about them. I don't know if that's like your biggest advantage here. So I don't love that pick. Mongols, much better Nomad pick, much better on this map, I think. And you can see it in the res collected. It's getting a little closer now, but it's still way in favor of Ants. But let's see what Ryan does with it. Ryan's on his way to feudal. Ants is going to be up in feudal about 30 seconds ahead of time. She already has a barracks up. I think we're going to see a stable and some scouts right away.
Yeah.
Ryan. So these like foxes, you really want to take them. You get really quick gold income from them. Stable coming up. I wouldn't mind seeing that stable being put up with 2 villagers, but hey, one's better than none. Coming up right away. The timing on that should be pretty darn good. Ryan's gonna have to probably make spears. Doesn't have a barracks yet. Is on stone. On stone. Why would you want to be on stone? Is Ryan trying to fast castle? Why would you be on stone right now? Is he trying to tower rush? He's trying to tower rush. Okay. All right, so the Teutons, as I learned recently, they can shoot more arrows. They can shoot garrison up to 10 villagers, and they can shoot up to, I think, like 8 arrows. So, like, plus 8 attack, I think it is. 6 villagers forward, tower rushing. So, let's see if this works. It's going to disrupt Ants for sure. She wants to make scouts, and she wants to go attack. She's running right towards the villagers. Actually got in front of him and blocked him. Actually, that was pretty good. But I think you're going to throw the scout away, though, if you leave it there. Yeah. Yeah, she wanted to try to delay that tower. There was just the timing was off. There was no way to delay that tower. This tower you could delay, though, I think. Because only 1 tower is ranging it as opposed to the 2. But, yeah, Ants is being very impatient here, though. And a lot of disruption here. Now, the only thing I don't like about this tower rush, okay, is, yeah, the towers are decent range, right? You still want to get a blacksmith and try to get an upgrade. Ryan's building a market because his economy is going to be terrible. But their bonus is that they can garrison more. So if you're building towers and not garrisoning them, you're not using their bonus. And then at that point, you know, why not pick a different civ, I guess. But maybe that's gonna. It's probably going to garrison them eventually. But also only has 6 villagers here to garrison, so it's not like I think the difference between 5 and 6 isn't much. Yeah, and Ants is on the way to Castle Age. She has to decide what she wants to do about these towers. You know, maybe a few knights would actually handle this pretty well. Are Mongo Step Lancers or knights? I sometimes always forget. Yeah, they get knights. And Ryan's going hard on the towers here. And this TC's garrison, so like Ants is actually getting hurt pretty bad. With that many towers, I think you either just decide to give up this TC, or you put a lot on stone and you get a castle up and you try to take them out with the castle. But yeah, Ryan is all in on this tower rush here. And the problem is the TC is not going to really go down to these towers. Like, it's going to take forever. So, you know, you just basically denied these 4 farms in these 2 tiles of gold. You know, Ants can just move to the back. She can make another TC back here. Building a house. But, I mean, Ryan will never get to Castle Age like this. And 1 castle properly placed would take out, you know, 5 of these towers easily. And Ryan's almost building the towers too fast. We have a town center coming over this way. Thanks, Zupu, for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, so Ryan came over here because he kind of suspected there was another TC. Now, this tower could be denied if Ants notices it and goes towards it. It's not going towards it. She has 1 knight in this stable. And, I mean, economically, this is actually working. Like, Ants is at 26 vills versus 33 for Ryan. But she did click up to Castle Age, so she couldn't build vills for a while. But even with that, her idle TC is really bad. Behind this, though, Ryan's idle TC is terrible. He is getting some farming. These farms are cheaper. So it does make sense. And you know, eventually, like, this down center will go down. And Ants is fighting this off, which is what you should do. And there's only a handful of villagers here, and a knight's going to clear the rest of them up. I think that's the end of Ryan's tower rush. So I think Ryan needs to give up on the tower rush now and just kind of play it straight. If he's confident that he did enough economic damage, which maybe he is not. You know, I think this is actually a pretty cool strat. It's a pretty good plan. It's just, what do you do after this, right? Because I've tower rushed. It's fun. It's very disruptive. But at some point, you have to pivot and make army. Like, at some point, you have to pivot and you have to, like, you know, go into something. And, I mean, if you look at the res collected, like, Ants was up, like, 600 res collected earlier. Now she's up, like, 300 or so. And villager-wise, 26 to 35. Like, I mean, Ryan's kind of cooking here. Ants is on 3 TCs now, though. So once she gets enough on food and she can bang out villagers, like, it should be fine. And he's going for a castle here, which is actually, like, honestly, this is playing in favor to what Ryan was doing, because you're forcing a defensive castle. You're forcing a castle that isn't going to range all of these towers anyway. Like, these 2 towers aren't ranged at all. This one's not ranged. This one's not ranged. This one's not ranged. It only ranges 2 of these towers. I mean, at least right now, even with Like this purple line here is the one that's the castle, and even with like fletching and bodkin and all that, like it got this one. It's not gonna get that one. It's not gonna get that one. It's not gonna get that one. It definitely won't get that one. So, like I would say, that's playing right into Ryan's, you know, playing right into Ryan's hand here. And Ryan just took the res collected lead. So, like, things are working for him. I don't know if he has the confidence that this worked, though. Because he didn't kill, I think, like, very many villagers. I don't think he killed any villagers, actually. Ryan has 0 villager kills. So you build that many towers and you get not a single villager kill, you do not have confidence that what you did worked. And Ants was up to Castle Age first. And Ants has the town centers, just needs to get the production going. Like, doesn't have anything in queue right now, villager or army. Only has 12 on food. Like, I don't think Ryan knows how effective that was. And going for a second TC, which is a good move. Some knights moving forward can be very disruptive, though. And these knights need to probably get some kills here. And Ryan never got fletching behind all of that. I mean, I really don't like... If you're going to go that hard on towers, like, you have to get fletching. It's the same thing, like, if you make... You know, if you make 10 archers... Like, if you make 10 archers, then... You have to get fletching. If you make 10 towers, you have to get fletching. Like, it's just... It doesn't make sense not to. And Ants just pulled up in the villager lead. Just took the res collected lead. Ryan going for a third TC. Ants going for a ramp. Like, I mean, that's still like it's still playing into the hand of Ryan here. Like, she wants to deal with all these annoying towers. And, you know, one ram should take care of all the towers, realistically. But, like, double bid axe coming in, horse collar just coming in. Ryan has both of those already. So, like, Ryan has, and he has the cheaper farms, and now he's on 3 TCs. And the villager is, you know, 1-to-1, one behind. The villager count. So, like, this really worked pretty well. I wouldn't say it worked better than a scout rush would have worked, but it worked fairly well. So let's see what Ryan has in plan. He's making some knights. And we have a camel, which Ryan can see the camel, actually. So interesting that the Ants went into a camel. Oh, I guess she saw these knights here, so that makes sense. Ants needs a garrison. She needs a garrison. She's not paying attention to this. She's not seeing this. Where's this camel going? Ants' gather points are bizarre, man. I don't know what to say about them. Like, I think she puts these gather points pretty far away. And Ryan's running. He has 3 knights. I mean, 3 knights should take care of 1 camel. You know, I know camels have bonus, but you still have 3 knights there. You don't have to run so far. And these towers are going down. Somehow in the mix to that, though, Ryan got up 9 villagers. And it's 3 TC versus 3 TC, but Ants is just, like, not queuing up villagers as efficiently as Ryan is. I think this is where, like, the cheaper farms are really coming into play. And we have 24 farms over here with horse collar on them. And camel goes down. I think Ants is it's got ants in the pants right now. I think she's a little concerned about her situation. This is, for anyone just joined, this is game 3 of a best of 5. This is a Nomad tournament put on by SoloGhost. And this is on Mired, which would have been Ant's pick, I believe. Yeah, it would have been Ant's pick. Ant's won game 1 handily, Ryan won game 2 handily, and this is... Game 3 is a little bit more even, actually. It looks like Ryan's taken off in the villager count, though. He's doing really well with the eco upgrades. He clearly feels very comfortable with the Teutons, that's why he chose him. I still don't love the tower rush. Like, it worked out pretty well in this case, so I guess it was fine. You also, when you tower rush, like, you don't really want to tower rush the TC. You want to tower rush something else. I just heard a follow. Thanks for the follow. I don't see who it is, but thank you for it. McGinns, thanks for the follow, McGinns. Appreciate it. Ryan loves forward castles. I've never seen anyone love forward castles more than this. There are 9 Mangadai here, and I think these Mangadai should handle this. But there are some knights here. Can the knights delay the Mangadai from killing the Vills? It doesn't look like it. This is not going to go up, I don't think. It's at 82%. There's still 5 Vills working on it. Is this going to go up? I don't think. 91%. This is going to be at like 98% or something. 96, 97, 98, 99. It went up. Wow. Ants could have rushed that with some Vills or something, but wow. I'm amazed that went up. I am amazed that went up. I mean, that's pretty tough. Ants is definitely thinking about camels, I think. And Imp coming in for Ryan. Ryan is cooking right now. 78 villagers to 66 villagers. Ryan is cooking. He's getting the forging for his knights. Get a little attack upgrade. He's getting some villager kills now. After being tower rushed, and now Ant's getting a... She had a great comeback. Probably felt like she was doing pretty well. And then Imp is going to come in, and that's going to be it. I mean, there's no way. I say that the camels could take care of everything that Ryan wants to make. If I was playing, this is what I told Ghost. I said if I was playing Ryan, I would go every camel civ against him because all he wants to make is cavalry. And Ryan getting every economic upgrade, man. He is feeling it. He is feeling life as the Teutons. And trying to go for a little bit of a counter raid. 60 Vills to 86 Vills, and Imp is coming in. Ryan has all the eco upgrades, except he's missing a couple. Yeah, no heavy camel for Mongols. That's going to be tough and Imp. You're right about that. I assume. I'm not going to look. Ryan's using that market, too. Ryan is like... Yeah, he's working that market. He's selling food, getting wood. He's got 42 farms, so he has the income. And he's running away with the Mangadai. Yeah, with no heavy camel, that's going to be... It's going to limit how well you can do here, but... It also might scare Ryan a little bit. If Ants wins a fight or two, Ryan might rethink making cav. All right, I'll look at the heavy camel. Cavalry. Yep, they get heavy camel. They get heavy camel. You can see it right here. They're missing the last armor upgrade. Is the only thing they're missing. But they get heavy camel. So suck on that. So yeah, heavy camel definitely can change things. Gobs, you would do terrible in the quiz show we're gonna have one day. And we got Cavalier coming. I mean, Camel's not scaring. It's not scaring Ryan one bit. 30 vil difference right now, too, so. But Ant's got a nice little raid here, though. I mean, if you get the right raids, you can do something. But if we have a forward push, this is what Ryan wants to focus on. Ants wants him to focus over here, but it looks like he's not being distracted. I don't know where this trebuchet's going. Trebuchets sometimes have a mind of their own. I don't know, Gobs. Dude, some of these guys know way too much about this game. Ants regrouping up her villagers here. I mean, a little closer. Still down 26 villagers, but a little closer. It was 30, I think, at one point. And Ryan with Cavalier. All right, here's quiz show. Do 2-ins get Paladin? Lock in your answers. Do 2-ins get Paladin? Let's see. This castle's going down. Hard raid coming in. Camels. Ants is thinking about Imp. Doesn't have the gold for Imp. Doesn't have the villagers. Alright, let's see. Let's get to it. They get Paladin. The 2-ins, they get it. Alright, Ant's coming in. Actually, snipe the trebuchet. Alright, do Mangadai have a bonus against Siege? Lock in your answer. And they do. And hard raids from Ryan in the back here. Ants does a pretty good job of spreading her eco out. He's actually getting relics behind all of this. Pretty good presence of mind to get relics. But it's eco-wise, it's going to be tough though. Oh, Ants is sending in her horse. This is her last-ditch effort here. We have Paladin coming in for Ryan. The horse is on auto scout. Gotta love that. I mean, Ants is holding on to the not pressing the resign button. I'll give her credit for that. But I think this game is over. Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. I love when I call it. Really, I mean, Ryan, who would have expected the tower rush? You know, no one expects the tower rush. Aim time at 43 minutes. 109 vils. Very, very solid for Ryan. Both of them microing pretty hard. And it's 2-1. Ryan over Ants. All right, we're getting into game number 4. This is EaterOfAnts and Ryan. Let's get some Fog of War on for both these guys. So Ants is actually going to the coastline. So this is the map where you start in the middle. I'm gonna take the Fog of War off, so we don't need it. So Ryan is building the TC right in the middle and building a dock as well. Ants is going to the side and is building a TC on a wood line. There is a little bit of hunt here. There's a boar, getting a fishing dock going, a couple of houses. I like this play. Let's see how when the TCs go up actually. I'm kind of curious. This one is at 53%. This one is at 32%. So maybe 30-second difference or so. But I'm curious exactly how long it takes. Let's see. This one's going to go up first. We're going to mark it. It's at 84%. I mean, it could go up faster if you had all three building it, but if you only have two. This is at 99%. It is built to 11. And this one, still only 2 villagers building it. And it's at 90%. It's going to be up quickly. If this third villager went back and built it, it probably went up the same exact time, actually. You just would have less fish. 240. So about a 30-second difference or so. 241. Okay, so good to know if we ever do a 1v1 on Shipwreck ever again. It's a cool map, Shipwreck. I enjoy it. I find it enjoyable. You have your little dead villagers next to your little ship. And you always have vision on that ship, which is kind of weird. Like, ants can see that right now. This is what ants sees around that little ship. Kind of cool, I guess. Not sure if there's a use for it, but it's kind of cool. And you don't have that much on the starting island here. There's 2 gold piles, 3 stone, 3 piles of gold, 3 squares of gold, I guess. So not that much. No stone. There is a lot of hunt. You can build a mill right in the middle. You can take all these are mouflons. So you can take all of those if you want. But you can also fish, which you should. Or if you go to the outside, there's a lot of hunt and things like this. I played in this tournament and I thought about this a lot as well. And I liked the idea behind going on the outside. That was my plan. My opponent actually did it, so I decided not to do it. But I think you're better off actually walking all the way to this corner. Even though it would delay you even longer, I think this is the corner you want to be in. There's just more food, there's more resources, there's more better tree lines. There's just a lot more going on. So I think you're better off actually walking even farther. But, it's time, right? It's time. The only difference is you can build a dock and you can get a fishing ship out. You can build a dock in the middle here too if you wanted. I think having that corner position. My plan for this map was to get this corner and to get to wall it off so they can't come and kill me, and just get a giant navy and just win on water. Don't worry about anything else. It didn't work out for me because I audibled. I screwed up. I picked the wrong civ. Speaking of civs, so Ryan picked the civ that I wanted, which is Portuguese, which I think is a very good civ here. And EaterOfAnts picked Hindustanis, which I don't think there's any reason to pick Hindustanis on this map, except that you're playing against Ryan, and Ryan likes to go for cavalry. But yeah, I mean, I camel riders, there's no water bonus, there's no fish bonus, there's no real great eco bonus besides the villagers being cheaper, which is good. But again, you really want to have you're on water, right? So that's not necessarily benefiting you any more so. So I don't know. I don't think it's the best pick, to be honest. Portuguese, great pick though. Portuguese have the more HP on all of their ships, and they get the caravanserai. Is that what it's called? No, the caravel. Caravanserai is another ship. Yeah, Caravel, just a good ship. Just gives you another option on water, right? You have the new ones. You have the Hulks, the fire ships, all of that. And then all units cost 20% less gold, which is pretty huge. They also have a berry bonus, don't they? Generate wood in addition to food. Yeah, so like all these villagers here are getting like, you know, for every 10 food, they get like 3 wood or something. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. Ants making a lot of villagers. Not really making a lot of ships. 3 ships out there. I would like to see maybe, you know, 4 to 6 I think is the sweet spot for Nomad maps like this. Ryan's at 4, going up to another one. Ant's only at 3. It's down 3 villagers too, so hang on. Is that idle? No, same idle TC. So really, it was only a 30-second difference in the TC construction, so I don't know why. Oh, for the fish. Yeah, for the fish. Because this is economic unit. Vill count is actually separate from that. Vill count's up here, 18 to 21. So still a 3 difference, so pretty significant, actually. I don't have a good answer for that, to be honest, because it's only a 30-second difference. Maybe loom. Maybe she got loom. She does have loom. Does Ryan not have loom? Ryan does not have loom. Okay, so that's the difference there. So the 30 seconds for that, 30 seconds for loom, and then idle TC is actually in her favor. So I don't have a good answer for that, actually. But we have, regardless, we have feudal age on the way for Ryan, who is up. And now it's evened out, actually, so it's because of feudal age. Ryan can't build any more villagers. But feudal age coming in for Ryan, this is kind of like a normal feudal time, not necessarily a fast castle. Although you can definitely fast castle on this map fairly easily. Ryan's not taking any gold. So I don't think we're going to see fast castle. Also, might not see any ships because you really need gold for ships. I'm curious what the play is here. No barracks up yet. Ryan's up to 7 fishing ships. Making up barracks now, so not going to be like the fastest timing, but you do need a lot of the wood for the fishing ships, so it's understandable to be a little bit late on that. Ants is trying to just like wall off her base here from an early attack, which I like this in concept. However, if you're going to do it, I think you have to do it a little bit faster. Like this needs to be walled up here. This needs to be walled up here. But you do need to expand, so you know, this starting position for ants I don't love. I would much have liked it if she was in this corner over here. Just a lot more room. It's not that much more walling. Like, it's just a 1 wall here, 1 wall here, 1 wall here, and maybe 1 wall here. But you just have everything you need already there. You have more space for farms. I think it's just a better kind of position there. But Ryan does get the stable up, is making scouts. Ryan has a pretty nice scout rush. And Ryan knows. The only thing when you go to the edge, you also give up all of this in the middle. Oh, but Ants has villagers out here? Oh, this is terrible for her. This defeats the whole purpose of coming to the outside. Oh my goodness. This is so bad. These villagers are just going to die. I mean, they could fight off. They might be able to kill, you know, maybe they could kill one of these scouts. They're not fighting, though. Now they are. But I think it's too late, though. And now 20 vills to 27 vills, 5 fishing ships to 7 fishing ships. Yeah, that's devastating. I mean, that's honestly, that's GG right there, pretty much. I mean, let's see. You know, you still have to win the game. But yeah, that's pretty devastating, though, unfortunately. And Ant looks like she's walled up here. Both on the way to Castle Age. Ant's going to be up a little bit faster. Ryan, pretty smart, didn't overinvest in scouts. Only made, I think, 2 or 3. I think just 2, actually. And for some reason, Ryan's fishing ships are way over here. His dock is way back here, but his fishing ships are way over here. Ryan's deciding to make a dock on this side. And we have a fire galley out. We have a fire galley out for ants. So still playing water. I like that. Ryan's going to have to react to that at some point. There's still like a lot of fish, like a lot of food out there. So you don't want to lose your fishing ships if you don't have to. Ryan's making hulks. Hulks have bonus against fire galleys, or against like fire ships in general. Fire galleys have bonus against long-range warships, so like they really like leaned into the rock paper scissors, which I like. I think it gives everything an identity. But the hulks will definitely win against a fire ship in even numbers for sure. I'm not sure like how many more numbers you would need. Crossbow coming in for Ryan, so Ryan is going to go into crossbows here, which I kind of like. They can kind of sit on the edge. And this is why I don't like Ant's positions. There's just not enough space to expand. Like, she needs this town center and has no way of getting there. Has to delete a house to get there. Didn't scout the map very well. Deleted a house building a gate, but there's 2 scouts on the other side just waiting. They are just waiting. And this villa looks like it's gonna die. Ryan, what's the score to you in Rasgado? I can give you some tips if you want. I lost to him yesterday. He's very good on water, that's for sure. He his first set against you, he played very differently than his set against me. His first set against you, he was like in feudal age forever. He went fast castle every single game against me for whatever reason. And these hulks are destroying these fire ships. Ants is trying to get to this town center, but there's no army to protect. I mean, Ants is just like in a tricky situation. These crossbows stopped chasing for some reason. Ryan, what maps do you have left? Yeah, he scouted you maybe because he went literally fast castle every game against me, and it was a struggle. And the hulks are taking out Ants' fishing ships here pretty hard. And Ants is not gonna get this TC up. Hasn't even actually hit it with the hammer yet. So what I did on Mountain Pass versus Rasgado, and I won that, was I picked Khitans and I just went all in, not all in feudal, I went hard feudal scouts, like your typical scout rush. But he tried to fast castle and just find him and get as many villager kills as you can. Only thing I gotta say on Mirkwood is you want to fish. Like even if you're gonna do the champion rush, like get a dock up and fish. But yeah, on Mountain Pass though, I think if you go a hard scout rush, and then whatever he counters, if you have a civ that can do like good infantry or camels maybe or archers, like just counter the counter, I think you'll do well. The champion rush should work. If you let them get Spanish, forget about it. Just give up. If you give anyone Spanish in a Nomad map, just give up. Yeah, Scouts into Lancers should work really, really well for Mountain Pass, dude. You should be fine with that. And send some villagers over here to try to get some stone, try to get a castle up. Might be like kind of a last-ditch effort. 25 vills to 47, 7 fishing ships to 1. I'm not sure that 1 is actually even fishing. Ryan handily has this game. I don't think there's any way Ants can make a comeback. And Ryan, this game really well played. Really well played. Great economy. Stayed in the middle. I think giving up the middle, if your opponent leaves the middle here, taking it over makes a lot of sense. Get on the other gold mine eventually. Getting the advantage, not letting up. Winning water, not letting up. He's getting a castle over here. Making some gulams. I've seen Ants make gulams before, and they can work. They can work in certain situations against certain units. Yeah, I like to go to the outside strategy a lot on this map, but I think you have to go to the corner. You have to win water. I think those are non-negotiables. You have to wall up the corner and win water. So you have to invest just like 3 docks in Feudal Age. Like 3 docks, even if you're not making villagers, like just you have to win water. If you win water on this map, I think you win, because if you get to late game cannon galleons, you kill everything. Like there's no way that they're safe from you. And even without cannon galleons, like you can range so much from the shoreline, like from the water. And Ants has a handful of gulams saved up here. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Ryan's wondering where all the villagers are. I mean, Ryan, not necessarily true, I guess, but if you do it well, I guess, you know, like obviously a good strategy done, ineffectively, I guess. But I mean, if someone wins water here, they should win. I'll watch your game, but they should win. As long as like they're protected on land, like you have to be walled up, like you have to have protection on land. And Ants is trying to get back in the game over here. Has the gulams running out. Let's see if these can... These gulams should actually win this. Gulams are super fast moving. They have 5 bonus damage against archers. Like, they should do pretty well against this as long as the mangonels don't get any shots in. There's only 3 left, but they're actually killing all the archers. Wow. Gulams are the way, the truth. Two gulams left. The gulams are the answer against archers. And siege. This is true. Ants won't quit unless like the game's over. But 28 eco to 30 eco. Ryan didn't add any fishing behind this. Probably could have added a couple of docks. Like once you win water, I think you have to add some docks to try to control it. Does have this over here, but like 4 docks, like 1 on each corner, probably would be really nice. Then you get all the free fish before having to do the fish traps. And stables coming up. And that's a smart switch out of the archers. Once you see the ghulams there, just switch right out. This dock takes a while to go down, huh? I think the fire ships will take the docks down a lot faster compared to the hulks. They have -3 versus standard buildings. Interesting. So they have a negative bonus against buildings. So if their attack... That's really interesting, actually. Their attack is 5. They're doing 2 damage every time. Yeah, I like all the new ships. I think they're really good. They all have their strengths and weaknesses now. They do really well against units, though, like land units, I've noticed. I mean, a Ghulam... Actually, keeping up with it. Ghulams are pretty darn fast. And Ryan sees the castle there. Teching into Cavalier. Getting some siege. There's a siege workshop ready to go. Now this TC left at 150. I think Ryan might have forgotten about it because a couple of knights there would just come and kill it. And Ance's actually like could repair it, but wants to save the resources, it looks like. I mean, still a massive, massive eco difference. Like Ryan just needs to end the game, but Ance's not giving up. And I do like that she's on the outside. Ryan also is on the outside here on gold and stone. And yeah, Ryan taking over the whole middle is pretty nice. I noticed this in Dr. Sniper, I'll cast Rooftop and Arbiter. If no one else is already doing it, I'm on it. This is actually from yesterday. I'm just casting it to add it to the other game so I can put it into YouTube. This game's almost over, I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll see. We'll see how fast Ryan can end it. We have a 92 eco to 47 eco. And Ryan, he built the siege workshop. Didn't actually build anything out of it yet, though, that I see. Getting all the techs. I'll change the description right now to it's Rooftop and Arbiter, is that right? Yeah, it is. Rooftop the Arbiter. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'll hop into whatever game they got. Were you guys in the same chat when you were playing? I would have casted this last night, but you guys not only took like a 3-hour break, but you were like watching and like casting the other game that was going on. And I was like, yeah, I don't think this game's gonna happen before I go to bed. Treb's out. Oh, the Rooftop Arbiter is I see. I'll try to cast it if I can. Yeah, I didn't like being in the same chat with my opponent. Even like if I'm not talking, like I don't know. I just didn't feel like I wanted to be in the same chat. Ant's coming out with a bunch of camels. And actually, camels are going to be tough for Ryan to deal with. Even though it's Imp versus Castle Age. And some Ghulams to help. Alright, change the title again. Yeah, I think it's like, if you're playing a tournament or something, don't be in the same chat. I think it's too distracting. And Ant's lost the castle, lost the army. Getting attacked pretty hard here. Ant does this though. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town centers still alive. Somehow. But I think she does the town centers like out of habit almost. But like, I don't like they're not actually effective most of the time. But they're probably a waste of resources building that many town centers when you can't produce out of them all. Like, I like them in theory, but and I've done it too. Chemistry coming in for Ryan. Bloodlines coming in for Ants. Nothing like the 45-minute bloodline when you've been making camels. But I don't think Ants has a prayer here. What the heck is this? Ryan placed the foundation of a castle next to the TC. Doesn't know the TC's there, obviously. Trebuchet has 5 HP. Also a handful of organ guns mixed in. Why not? Since they nerfed organ guns, it just Portuguese have not been as fun for me. I used to love Portuguese when I could just fast castle organ guns and just cause havoc on the ladder, beat every other 1400 ELO player. I think that's actually how I got to like 1600 ELO, was just fast castle organ guns or fast castle war wagons, and then both of them got nerfed. I might do that again. I might just hack the ladder for a while. Figure out this whole Champy rush situation. I'm a poosh douche. Yeah, organ guns are stinky now. Great game. That's the win for Ryan there. So 3-1 win, and he is currently in a set with Resgato. I believe that SoloGhost's has been casting that set. All right, let's see the massive APM. 8-4, not bad. That auto eco though, looking good. 31.